Hey everyone, my name is Lifestyle Jezzy. Thank you for watching my vlog. Not too long ago, we went to Philippines to visit our family in Batangas. We are on the verge of going to El Nido, Palawan. Most of us on our trip are going there for the first time. I believe almost all of us, but nevertheless, we had a big family, big group, couple of kids, couple of seniors, but all in all, we had a good time. So our trip was in the nighttime. We got there pretty early just because it's the airport. And we were looking at the schedule and it was actually delayed. It happens, right? But it was very, very unfortunate.
Okay, basically we just got our gate number, which is 1314 or something. 134. And our group is a little scattered right now. Greece family's in the back. Toronto family's in front of me. And we are on the way. May I get the same thing? Sweet ham?
Please be advised that your flight and
Cream cheese. Yeah.
One ham with cream cheese, and then one strawberry cream cheese, and then banana chocolate, and then one hazelnut. For one, sir, or
Only three. Yeah. The last one,
choco banana hazelnut.
Salamat.
Safety personnel is subjected to regional inspection.
Alright, so looking back in our trip, the delay really took a toll on just like our motivation just to travel. Well, in mine, in fact, we had a big group and we just had to kind of kill time. And when you kill time, you want to spend and you want to eat. I didn't feel like sleeping just because I wasn't tired maybe, or I didn't have a seat to sit down or anywhere comfortable. The temperature was fine in the airport. I was well equipped with the things I was wearing. Something that I regret later on in the video, you'll see. When we actually arrive at El Nido, we're walking in the streets and I was wearing pants, so that's something I wished I either prepared or changed. But usually in the airport you want to be the most comfortable as possible. Something I'm always going to be thankful to have is a large family, and all of them are across the world. We have family from Greece, we have our family from Philippines, and we have our family here where I live in Canada. We're able to arrive just past 2, and I'm doing approximation. I'm not looking at my clock or I'm not doing it accordingly, but this is an overnight trip and I'll explain to you much more in depth that it was very tiring, very, very much tiring. Part of our trip was the arrival from Puerto Princesa, which is the airport from Manila to there. And from there, I had the assumption that once we arrive, we're gonna go to our hotel and resort. But I didn't look into that. We actually had to take 2 vans because of our size all the way to El Nido, which was about maybe 6 to 7 hours. Maybe it took 8 just because we had a couple of rest stops. And you can see it's getting into the morning here. I want to say it's around almost 8 o'clock, and we're just almost there. It was very hard for me to sleep inside the car, inside the van, but I made it, and most of my family were actually sleeping, and I had to be awake for some reason. I wanted to experience the whole El Nido, Palawan trip. And a lot of it is just to be mindful of where we are in the world. I'm in a very much corner of Philippines, and I don't even know where I am. And I want to experience the whole thing. But I advise maybe not travel overnight and arrive in the morning with no sleep, because you're gonna be awake the whole day. But that's my experience. If you ever want to go here, let's see if you have a different perspective on it. So when we're actually arriving in El Nido, the drivers had the assumption that we had a hotel booked and reserved. But unfortunately, things go wrong. We got the delayed flight earlier on, and we didn't have a proper confirmation that we're going to be staying at a hotel. So me and my family were just kind of lost here, but they had another place in mind. It was a hostel, pretty much very close to it, where we're going to be staying, but it was not the hotel we wanted to. It was a very small hostel. It was honestly, it wasn't the best place to stay. It was also very far from the beach. We are actually lucky just to have one of the rooms reserved for us right now in the morning, because usually checkout is at 11. We put all our luggages, all our backpacks in that one room, and we had to kill time before we were able to go back at around 11:12, so the rooms would have been clean for us, because I'm sure everyone wanted to rest. But while we were killing time, like I said, we wanted to eat. So I didn't get the name of the restaurant here, but it was very good. It was really early in the morning, and I would have been overwhelmed if 17 people starving, did not get any sleep, came to your restaurant and asked for some food. So shout out to the locals cooking us our breakfast in the morning. And again, I also regret wearing pants. I didn't change at this time here. You don't see it, but it is very hot. And we're just walking around the village, walking around El Nido, just to experience the lifestyle over here. We noticed that every place in Philippines that we were at, they had different type of tricycles. That is the common taxi used to get from one point to another. And every time we had to go from our hostel to the center over here, cost around about 100 pesos, 150. So every time we had to go back and forth, it was $150, 150 pesos. Honestly, it's not too bad. It's like a couple of Canadian dollars, but it would have been easier if we had a hotel closer to the downtown area there. We get some rest, thankfully, and we wake up, and I tell my cousins, hey, let's go to a massage place. We asked the tricycle driver, bring us to the best place, and he did not fail, because this was actually, I say it here, I think it was like, 10 out of 10. I enjoyed every minute of it. The only issue that I had was I wasn't feeling 100%. I had a stuffy nose or a cold a little bit. But here, big smiles for me. This place was called Oriental Spa, and I went with my cousins, and we just had a really good time. Just, enjoying the aroma, enjoying the service from the locals here.
Nice. So guys, how it is? Alexander is also very much a fan. I'm giving her love too, bro. After you guys left. That's what we were saying. That was quiet. Wait, just.
Yeah, it was a very good experience. Me and my cousin, we ended up meeting it with our other family. We didn't even know where they were, but we were just walking around the market here.
Is it far or no? Only
and we're just looking for our family. I didn't get any videos, or I think I just got a picture of the place that we ate with her family. It was called Angel Wish restaurant. We're actually tracking my cousin's daughter with our AirTag. So, because no one was answering our Facebook because no one had their data on or something. So, it's good to have someone with data or service to track someone else, especially if you have a big family. So the next day we woke up pretty early. As expected, we want to get the most out of our time here. This is the only day that we spend as a whole day in El Nido, and it's usually going to be the island hopping tour. Shout out to my tita for booking it and figuring out which one was the best, because they have different tours. There's like tour A, tour B, tour C. I believe we got tour A. I tried to write down all of the islands that we visit here, but right now we're just following our tour guide, and we're just going to be waiting by the beach for the boat to come. At this time it was about, I don't know, close to 30 degrees, and everyone just like really tired. We want things to happen right away, but it's a lot of people, it's a lot of boats, and they gotta make way for other people that are coming. And I'm patient. I'm taking some videos of everyone here, and some of my some family members are just wondering what's going on, right? But the tour guide had it all under control. We see her hand out the life vest because we actually had to go in the water to the boat. It's kind of sketchy, I guess, because I'd rather go on like a surface to just jump on a boat, because some of our family members, they didn't want to get wet, or it was actually really high. So you can see, I think this video is really funny. This is my mom actually. So she's just floating in the water. Yeah. I wish we had a better input getting onto the boat.
Either that is kayaking activities, or that is a beach for relaxing or swimming. Right? So today our activity is more on swimming, snorkeling, and also kayaking activities at the big lagoon. You have a life vest, so trust in your life jacket. Okay? So if you're going to the water, wear a life jacket. Okay? Okay, so and kayaking activities at the big lagoon, ma'am, sir. So I will inform you this morning. So if you want to rent the kayak, because only thing that you can go into the lagoon is you can rent by kayak. Okay, I can go by kayak, ma'am, sir. So you're gonna rent the kayak there at the big lagoon. So the price of kayak is 300 pesos. That is good for 2 person if you want. Okay, that is optional. But you are here, it's better you go into the lagoon. Alright? Yeah. Coast Guard and Tourism Association, if the Coast Guard saw you're not wearing your life vest, especially we're gonna going back there at the mooring dock, so we have 500 peso peanut. You're gonna find 500 pesos, okay? But our boat also 1 week suspension, not go entering the island. So we need your cooperation. Is that okay, ma'am and sir? Yeah! Alright, because our captain and the crew of the boat is they have 3 wives and 3 children. Oh yeah! Congratulations. Yeah.
So a couple things I learned from this trip already, looking back and the video that I have here. You need a couple of essential things. You need a very good camera if you really want to take videos and pictures. And I messed up because my camera that I use is called an Insta 360 or 3GS Pro, whatever. I didn't have a waterproof camera, so every time I took it out with me, there was a chance of it getting wet. The second thing is you need really good sunscreen. You need 100 plus, just because you're going to be out in the sun. Yes, there's going to be shade. Yes, maybe you want a good tan, but do not risk getting sunburned, because I got a really bad sunburn that affected my stay, affected my health, and it lasted a couple days, and it was not fun. And listen, you gotta always take precautions everything you do. Nevertheless, use sunscreen. The third thing is you need to live in the moment. I think a lot of times you're going to be taking pictures and videos and talking with your family, but and doing things, because this is going to be maybe a once in a lifetime experience. You need to just live in the moment and just look out and reflect on your life. Reflect on where you are. We only had about 40 minutes, 45 minutes on this beach. It's called Seven Commandos Beach. Some people spend the whole day here, but we were only able to be here for half an hour, 45 minutes.
Wala.
Alright, ma'am, sir, so welcome to our second spot for our last area. Our favorite place in Talula Island. So supposed to be, ma'am and sir, this island is not a part of tour A, right? This island is a part of tour B, but I decided to go here because all the stuff in the part of tour A today is really crowded. Okay? So I decided to go here for less people. But don't worry, ma'am and sir. In a 50 world, this beaches, this is a top for it because of the good vibes on here, okay?
So we are arriving at our next stop. This is just going to be a stop where we have our lunch. During the afternoon, we're all very hungry. Again, I'm going to be emphasizing that we are hungry. It's a big group, but that's just how it is. I'm not sure who made the food, but it was very good. A lot of good seafoods, vegetables, rice, you name it. I'm not sure if these guys made it or if it's the company or agency that they work for. But yeah, a group of 17 plus 4 other people that we did not know. I wonder how their experience was being in a group of us where they were outnumbered. You can see that we are all just gathering around. I'm videotaping. I remember I think I was very hungry, but I wanted people to eat, and I think that's just human nature for me. I wanted people to enjoy their food. We're going to the next place. It's called Blue Lagoon kayaking. I would highly emphasize bringing cash. Always bring cash on you. Put it in a Ziploc because we have to pay the guys.
Sir, before we gonna use, so just prepare your payment na lang dito, okay? Yes, ma'am. Meron, ma'am. Ready na kayo, ma'am?
Yeah. No, it's not recording it. It is. Oh yeah. Wait.
So there was a lot to take in from that island, that experience. probably one of the best experiences I can ever have traveling, but also one of the worst just because in that time I'm looking at myself, I'm like, I didn't put enough sunscreen. I was dumb enough to think that I can overmatch the sun, but the Philippine sun, man, you're gonna get sunburn if you don't put any sun lotion. So over here we just are done with our snorkeling. It was just a small little rest place where we can go down and look at the fish. The last beach here is just another one where you can just kind of chill by the beach. We had some good times here, and at this time a lot of us were already tired. We were already tired. We wanted to go back home. But these islands were phenomenal, extraordinary. They were something I'd want to do again, I think, and to be more prepared. So again, main things to take from that island hopping experience: 1, have a good camera to capture the moment. 2, bring good sunscreen. 3, live in the moments, experience everything to its fullest. And one of the last things I didn't mention was you might have to buy one of those bags. One of the vendors would always try to sell to you, is to keep all your stuff dry, and bring money as well. The night is going to be capitalized with us going out to eat. I don't think I took a video of us eating, but we're taking the tricycle down to the village, and all of us are pretty tired, but we're gonna do the best we can just to push through and finish our day, because it was a lot to take in, a lot to go through, but it was an extraordinary experience. El Nido, Palawan, you'll always have my heart. I think everyone, if you want to travel, if you really wanted something to look forward to in life, try to go to a place where you can live life to its fullest. It's the beach is beautiful, the islands are beautiful. The area here, the village, a lot of people spoke English because you're gonna see a lot of foreigners here. I would love to be here for maybe, I'd say a week minimum, but we were only there for like 1 full day and 2 half days, 2 nights. Find a good hotel too, because our experience was negative just because our hotel was really bad, the hostel. I wasn't even going to videotape it, how it looked inside, but with a group of 17 is also pretty hard too, because you have to coordinate a lot of the things that you're doing here and here, and maybe a little stress that we all were. We had to find a place to eat to accommodate 17 people without a reservation. It was a little hard. I needed to take the initiative just to tell or ask these owners, hey, can you take 17 people? Because I was actually here the day before with my cousins because we went out to drink. It's good to be prepared, but also it's good not to be, because you just live your life and you just go out and you find a place to eat. It's going to be cheap. It's going to be good. You won't have any regrets because you're on vacation. You're trying to live well. So we do find a good place here. It's just a spot where everyone's comfortable eating. It's a Filipino cuisine. Me and my cousin, we already know what we're gonna get.
That's your first time Come on, brother, down, sit.
Oh, crouch.
Oras camera dito.
Mine.
Look, smile. Smile. Later. It's still the bride.
So nearing the end of our trip, we stumble upon a place called Baker's Hill, which is, I think, the home for hopia, which is a mooncake made by Filipinos. It was very, very good. You'll see the packaging after. But this place here was very, very well put together. You can see it's very cultured. It's family friendly. It's on the way back to the airport, so if you ever go to El Nido, I think this is a good stop just to pass by, get some dessert on the way home. There's a couple of good restaurants also in the area. There's no entrance fee as well, but there is a kick to it. I'll tell you why in a short bit. But that is the hopia. They have a bunch of different flavors. I think I just got the classic one for myself, and my mom bought a bunch of other ones, and my family got a ton, just to bring back home. And it's very well known. Just if you're ever going to Palawan, it is one of the staples that they have there. Looking back, yeah, I did not have a very good sweet tooth, but the hopia was very good, and that's something I'll definitely want to come back for if I ever go back to Palawan. When you do exit, you have to go through this store, so they're kind of forcing upon you to buy something before you leave, but it's all fair game. It was all very good. Before we go back home to our hometown, we have our last meal here with our drivers, and of course we gotta get some sisig again. But this one we get some crocodile sisig. Yes, crocodile. And I got fish for my last meal before going home. But yeah, I enjoyed the trip so far. So far, it's one of the greatest trips I've ever been to. It's something I'll always remember, and I encourage everyone to try something new and go out and explore with your family, your significant other, and yeah. Until next time, Lifestyle Jezzy.